What's up guys, my name is Marek, and today in this video I would like to talk to you about fasting, specifically water fasting. So not eating anything for a couple of days. Now I'm going to give you 9 reasons why I do this. You don't have to do it, but I'm going to give you my reasons why I do this. First is improved insulin sensitivity. So because we're eating every day and we're eating sugar, the blood sugar level rises and we need insulin to bring it down and get the blood sugar into the cells. The more you do this, the more often you do this, the higher the spikes, the more likely the insulin, you can become insulin resistant basically. And becoming insulin resistant is the first step before becoming diabetic. So obviously you don't want that, right? So doing short fasts can improve your body being sensitive to insulin, thus helping your body manage the sugar better. So that's first reason. Second reason is actually the main reasons why I do this. It's autophagy. Autophagy is basically when your body is not getting any sources of energy and food from outside, it starts to break down damaged cells, sick cells for energy. So basically you end up with healthier cells, right? So it's a cleaning process for your body internally. It's great. It's really healthy for you. And that can start, I think, in the second day of fasting. So first day it wouldn't, but in the second day of fasting it would already start. Third reason, mental clarity, mental focus. Ingesting food can also ingest some toxins, and certain foods can make your body respond differently. So sometimes you can have a brain fog and sometimes you might not be clear. But if you're not ingesting any toxins, anything else, then your mind will be straight and focused. Fourth reason is reduction in inflammation. So once again, when we eat things like deep fried things and sugar, highly processed, alcohol, we increase inflammation in our body. So when you stop eating completely, obviously you're not going to drink alcohol, you're just going to drink water. There's nothing that helps you bring up inflammation. You can actually bring the inflammation down. So that's also good for your body. Fifth reason is very obvious one, just giving your digestive system a rest. You eat every single day, from 3, 4, even 5 times a day. Your digestive system has to work. It only doesn't work at night. And sometimes at night people don't even get enough of sleep. Like people get 5 hours sleep, 6 or less, right? So then you don't really get too much time for that digestive system to rest. Whereas what I do, I try to do at least 3 days of fasting. So 3 days and 3 nights of my digestive system just relaxing. Sixth reason, it's not really a main reason, but it can help with fat loss, yeah? But it doesn't help you in fat loss in that way that within those 1 or 2, 3 days, you start losing fat. You trigger the fat mode burning process, but it's more likely if you're not going to overeat after fasting, then on a weekly basis, you'll be able to reduce the calories on a weekly basis, if that makes sense, right? Because let's say I'm not going to eat for 3 days, there's another 4 days. So if I'm going to eat here normally as I would before, or maybe a little bit less, then because of those 3 days I had no calories, in this week I'm going to be in a caloric deficit. So that can help, right? Does that make sense? Although right now I'm not doing it for fat loss reasons. Seventh reason is hormonal reset. So basically your hormones can basically reset themselves. And for example, human growth hormone can actually be higher, which is very good for you because it helps actually fat burning as well. It helps preventing muscle loss. So I'm not really afraid of losing muscle not eating for 3 days, right? It's such a very short period of time on a grand scale of things. And your hormones can actually properly reset because they're not being released so much, you know? Eighth reason is a potential of improving metabolic flexibility, which basically means your body is primarily running on glucose, on sugar, but when there's no glucose, then the body can use fat. And the switch between this is basically metabolic flexibility. If you're, let's say you have available carbs, so using carbs, but then suddenly you, let's say for some reason you have no carbs available and you have only fat, then it takes your body time and it's harder to switch from this mode to this mode. Whereas if you do this more often, your body just naturally and easily and quickly can switch between those two sources of fat, which is great, because if you're really relying on glucose all the time, then the moment you don't have glucose, you feel terrible, right? You feel like you're about to faint, but you probably won't. Your body just needs to switch and start burning the fat. But because you have glucose so available every single day, it's just hard to switch in between those two. And the last reason, ninth reason, is basically mental toughness, right? Imagine being able to eat how much you want, how often you want, 3 to 5 times per day. Imagine you can just grab something and eat right now. I can go and grab something and eat, but I tell myself, no, I won't. I restrict myself from this. This builds resilience, toughness, discipline, basically, you know? So it's really hard, especially the first day, telling yourself, I'm not gonna eat anything, you know? So that's my 9 reasons. Like this video if you appreciate this kind of knowledge, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more.